Hello everyone, Nikhil this side from Coding Beam. So in this video we are going to learn about the conditions or the conditional statements in the JavaScript. So what are the conditional statements? The conditional statements are used to verify the actions for the different conditions and they are used to control the flow of the program. But why do we need the conditional statements? So if I will go to the Visual Studio Code and if I have there an example about the temperature, that if the temperature is less than 20 then it will be cold outside, so we have to print the cold. And if the temperature is greater than 20 and the temperature is less than 30 then it will be moderate outside, and if the temperature will be greater than 30 then it is hot outside. So to perform this example we will declare a new temperature variable with this temperature equals to, for now it is 20 or 15. So if there is a condition like if the temperature is less than 20 then we will console.log that it is cold. But if the temperature is greater than 20 and operator, it is the AND operator, and the temperature is less than 30, so we will console.log that it is moderate outside. But if we will perform another if condition like if the temperature is greater than 30 then we will console.log that it is hot. So if I will now save, then we will see the cold because now the temperature is 15. But if I will now change this to 25 then we will see the moderate here. So because now the temperature is greater than 20 and the temperature is less than 30, so that's why we are gonna see the moderate here. So these are why do we need the conditional statements to perform specific task for a specific conditions. So there are the types of conditional statements. The if condition is there, like it executes some things based on a condition, and we have seen an example of this. And now about the else condition. So it executes something when the if condition evaluates to false. So about the else condition, if I will go here and if I will just do here the else part, like if the else and if I will remove this if condition, like if the temperature is greater than 30 and it is temperature also temperature and the temperature is less than 40 then it will be hot outside. So now after this else statement, if we will console.log that, and if the temperature is like 50 here then the else statement will perform like it is very hot outside. If I will now save, then you will see this else part will run because now the temperature is 50, because none of these conditions will be satisfied, and the else condition will run because these all if condition are set to false. So the else condition will run at this time now because the temperature is 50. So these are about how can we use the if else conditions. So now there is the else if condition. So they are used to apply the second condition after the if statements. So after this, if we can now go to the Visual Studio Code again, so except this if, we can also perform a else if, like the else if the temperature is greater than 20, or the else if again is the temperature is there. So then if I will now save, and if the temperature is now again the 20 or the 25, then you will see this part will run because now the else if is there to perform a second level check on the if condition, like if then else if and again the else if then again the else. So these are about how can we use the else if conditions in the JavaScript. If we have another condition, like if we have another condition to remove this, I will remove this. Now if there is an example that if the user is logged in and the email is verified and he has the card details, so he or she will be allowed to make a payment. So to perform this, we will just declare three variables, like the let is logged in and equals to false, and again the let is email verified equals to the false, and again the let has card details equals to the false. So if we have to perform this check, we need to use the if else statements. This is the example of the nested if statements. So about this, if the user is logged in, so then we will console.log that he is logged in. So then after, in this if condition, after the console.log, if we have another check for the if, like inside the if we have another check, if the email is verified, then we will console.log that the email is verified. But inside this email verified if we have another if, like another has card details, then we will log console.log that he has card details, he has all details and allowed to make payment. This will be allowed. So then in the else part, if I will use the else, so then it will be console.log that the not allowed to make payment. So when I will run this, so then you will see in the console.log that the not allowed to make payment, because none of these conditions will be satisfied. But if all of these are true, then you will see all details will be here, like logged in, he has the email verified, and he has the all details, and they are allowed to make payment. So these are about how can we use nested if else statements in the JavaScript. So now if we have to perform it via the AND operator, via this operator, so then we need to use like the if the is logged in, and if the email is verified and the has card details, then console.log that he or she allowed to make payment. So then it will be allowed to make a payment. And the else, we will use console.log that not allowed. So if I will now save, then you will see allowed to make a payment, because all of the conditions are now true. So if one of these will be false, then you will see these will be false, that now it will be go to the not allowed. So these are about how can we use the AND operator within the if statements. So now the next type of condition is the switch statement. So it executes something based on the return value of a specified expression. So if I will now go to the Visual Studio Code once again, so if there is an example, so now if the company has 4 departments, like the one is HR, payroll, development and marketing. So if an employee is in HR, then we will show that he is in HR, or if an employee is in development, then we will show he is in development. So to perform this, we will just declare a new variable that the employee profile, so equals to the HR. So then if I will now use the switch here, like the switch, and there will be the employee profile inside the switch low. So after this, if the employee, like we will write a new case here, like case it is the HR. So then we will console.log that he is in HR department. And after this we will break the statements. So I will just copy here this part. So then if the case is HR, then we will console.log the HR department. So now if the case is development, then we will show console.log that he is in development department. And if an employee, if the case is now in the marketing, then we will show he is in the marketing department. And if the employee is in the payroll, then we will show via the console.log that he is in payroll department. So if I will now save, then you will see employee profile is the HR. So this case will run at this time. So he is in HR department. But if the employee is in development, so this case will run that he is in the development department. So now if there is the another case like the payroll, then it will show us that he is in the payroll department. But if there is a default case also, like if he is unallocated, we will use a default case like the default. So at the default case we will console.log that he is unallocated. So now if the employee profile is now blank, so then he will be in the unallocated department. So these are about how can we use the switch statements and the conditional statements in the JavaScript. So thank you guys for watching the video, and I hope you will like the video, and guys please subscribe to our channel if you are new.